The date, September 1944. After a summer of success for the Allied campaign in key areas of France, a new problem arose. Their aim was to advance through the Netherlands. Ahead lay the rivers of Maas, Waal, and Rhine, and a myriad of canals connecting them. Their goal, to bring the front line to the territory of the Third Reich. However, if the Allies continued with an armored ground offensive, then the German army could take out several key strategic bridges, severely hampering Allied progress. So Field Marshal Montgomery devised a plan to counter this possibility. The Allied advance would begin with an airborne infiltration attempt. The operation, codenamed Market Garden, aimed to parachute masses of Allied soldiers into the area with the objectives of securing the key bridges of Wesel, Grau, Nijmegen, and Arnhem. No serious resistance was expected, so these British and American paratroopers could hold the bridges long enough for the armored divisions to travel down the newly opened corridor and reach Arnhem within 48 hours of the airdrop. Once established in Arnhem, the Allies could then launch an all-out offensive into the heart of Hitler's empire and finish the war just weeks from the airdrop. The most important objective of this campaign was capturing the bridge at Nijmegen on the River Waal. This task was given to the American 82nd Airborne, famed for their fighting in Normandy. With this experience and excellent training, the division had no doubt they could succeed, inspired by the importance of this mission. But even they did not imagine how ferocious the wounded German army could be. Extensive German air defenses stood ready as the Allied DC-3s, carrying the 82nd Airborne, approached the planned drop zone. As the squad lieutenant and his men jumped from the planes, they were relentlessly fired upon by over 100 anti-aircraft guns. Many of the DC-3s took direct hits, and as the masses of twisted metal and flames spiraled to the ground, several paratroopers were horrifically caught up in the wreckage and killed. Scores of pilots and airborne did not return home that day. During his descent, the lieutenant saw the Germans taking potshots at the Allied soldiers. Dozens of his fellow men died before hitting the ground. Thankfully, luck was on his side that day, and he made it to the ground uninjured and undetected. He reached for his sidearm and discovered it was gone. Lost during the drop. His only weapon, a hunting knife. His first task was to find out where the rest of his squad were.
The airdrop was a disaster. The squad is dispersed, and the men are nowhere to be seen. It is imperative that they are found as soon as possible and taken to the rendezvous point. They are likely to need help, as the area is crawling with enemy search teams. However, the first task is to find a gun. Charge! That's worse than I thought. It's like it's not our day. You folks...
choice.
Piece of
Give me
cake.
a new uniform.
If they don't sew me up soon, I'm dead meat.
Well, at least I'll get some sleep in hospital now.
I could do with a beer right now.
Not to worry. In the evening,
Let's
we'll get
blow
some
their
schnapps to
brains
ease the
all
pain.
over the place. Give them some! Geronimo! Let's give them the 4th of July. Show 'em, boys!
Something must have gotten into my eye.
Eat this! The Germans are gonna learn how we do it in Missouri. We're back in hell, but it's our job. That's from my aunt in Wisconsin. That's a darn, missed it. Let's show them who's boss around here. For freedom!
Silver Star would have been enough. I don't really need a prototype.
And now let's go and stick our head in the... Let's give them the 4th of July! For freedom! And now let's go and stick our head in the meat grinder.
They got me!
boys!
I could use a shot of bourbon.
Let's show 'em who's boss around here!
Oh, darn. Looks like I've got us into
Charge! Watch out, Hitler! Here we come! Watch out! A pound of kaboom in midair! Catch!
We're back in hell, but it's our show.
I'm torn up bad! Darn it! Give him some! Somebody else here who wants to be a hero? Piece of cake. Give him some. The Germans are gonna learn how we do it in Missouri.